Hello, everyone, and welcome to the KK Talk Show. I'm your host, KK, and today we're going to talk about five important topics and the stories that have taken place earlier on this week. The first topic today is a local news story reported earlier today on McDonald's. McDonald's is under reconstruction, and as that takes place, hundreds of workers are beginning to be laid off. The big, the Chicago-based burger giant restructures company. One of the sources says that there are more people that have been moved into new roles or promoted than have been laid off. The last source said on Friday. On Friday, the company said in a memo that the layoffs are intended to make McDonald's more efficient. Most of those jobs cuts are corporate offices. There are still shortages of workers to fill service jobs, such as those McDonald's restaurants. Moving on to the next story, national and politics, where there has been reports of the House of Representatives. According to New York Times, the House has passed Johnson's plan to avert shutdown and bipartisan vote. With many Republicans refusing to back more government spending, Democrats supplied the bulk of the votes of the Speaker's bill to extend federal funding through earlier 2024. Almost all Democrats and majority of Republicans overcame the opposition of GOP conservatives to approve the bill under special expedited procedures that required a supermajority. Moving on to the next story, the weather forecast for today. Today's weather report. It is a high of 60 degrees with a low of 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Clear skies, wind gusts are up to 5 miles per hour, which makes it a little chilly outside today. Outdoor humidity is 41%, while the indoor humidity is 31% and is slightly dry. Tomorrow's forecast is looking pretty warm towards the end of November, with a high of 63 degrees, sunny and mild, with the low of 46 degrees ending off the night, which could make it a little chilly with the wind gusts are up to 20 miles per hour. Um, Earlier today in sports, the Chicago Bears quarterback Justin Fields continued to throw Monday during a lift practice that consisted solely on individual drills. But his status for the Sunday's game against Detroit won't be determined until least midweek. The Bears' originally starting quarterback has missed the last four games with the dislocated right thumb he sustained on 15th of October against the Vikings. He likely won't be cleared to start versus the Lions until he participates in an 11-on-11 drills in practice earlier on this week. The head coach, Matt Eberflus, said earlier today that they just need more time. The team needs more work and that they'll eventually get there, but they're just not there yet right now. Lastly, in today's news, North Park football team finished with a record of 5-5 this season for the first time in 55 years. Crazy. Um, the football program hopes to continue to build on a successful year during recruiting and through off-season training. Um, though there were many tough losses along the way, and moral victories are not what any team wants. But the Vikings should be proud of what they accomplished this season. And with that note, that is all today for your top five local news stories. I am your host, KK, and see you next week on the KK Talk Show. Good night, everybody.